It's Monday, January 5th, and you've tuned into the People's Patriot Project WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Right now, you're listening to WeP3 Radio, proudly produced in partnership with the Reach Across America Radio. Remember, we share a mission to remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and teach the future generations the value of freedom. A freedom secured by the brave men and women who have worn our communities and nationals uniform. Stay tuned for the WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Now playing on WeP3 Radio, Michael Allen, War Machine.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it!
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Frank, open it up. I can't do it. Something's over my screen. I can't move it right now. What is going on? It's broken. It was just working. There it is. I don't know why that's playing games. Why is it doing dumb stuff? I don't know, man. What's going on? Your microphone's not on, Frank.
We've got that message again on the side I can't ever get rid of either. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. We're here. Gosh, it's going to be one of those days. Jeremy Daniels, good to see you, brother. fighting the fight. We appreciate you. We're here. We come here every Monday. Share what the People's Patriot Project is doing. We got stuff. Oh, hey, oh, hell, we're doing.
Got some new. You got some new sound effects?
No, I don't know what's going on. Hey, what did you think of Bastion last night? Should we play Bastion real quick? This is part of our mission we do weekly. We're going to hear from one of our new spokespeople.
Yeah, I thought
Bastion the Bison. There's some edits that need to be made. I don't understand all the pieces to it, but we'll get it all figured out. But you're going to see Bastion a little bit more often. And let's hear what Bastion has to say.
At the People's Patriot Project, our mission goes beyond words. It's a rallying cry for action. We all share the vital responsibility to check your six. Our journey begins with self-assessment. Take a moment, battle check yourself, and determine if you're truly mission ready. If the answer is no, don't hesitate to reach out. Use your skills, tap into your resources, and connect with your network. Whether it's a trusted friend, an organization, or simply calling 988, remember, you must be battle ready to support the mission. Once you feel prepared, it's time to extend that support. Reach out to 6 individuals in your circle, check in on them. No agenda, no judgment, just genuine connection. This is how we cultivate strength, shield one another, and continue serving our communities. Together, we can reaffirm our commitment. We got this. Patriot Pride.
Thanks, Bastion. Thanks for that message. That was our Check Your Six mission, where we ask people to go out and reach out. First of all, self-assess, take care of you. Make sure you're in a good spot. And then you turn around and we make sure that we're taking care of our brothers and sisters and reaching out for them. We're down 2 channels right now too. I don't know that piece. I'm going to go try and fix that. Why don't you yap about something, Frank?
Okay. Well, we had some great guests last night. Started off, we had the incomparable. Where the heck am I? Dr. Janelle McCauley. And I thought what she had was very interesting. She talked about her mindset help for human performance and shared her story of how she got to where she is now. Definitely has very strong family background of service to community and country. And she felt like she was destined to serve. That's kind of like a lot of us, because like I've said in other shows, recruiting always goes back to the same well, and then the same families constantly are putting forth people to fill the force. So it's not, a surprise to hear someone say that this is what their family did. And so she followed in footsteps. She's also studied the way our mind can keep us from choosing daily health and sleep patterns. And she recommended that if you try to go to sleep, to put a notepad by your nightstand and write down a thought that you might have. And then that releases the brain from focusing on it. So it might lead to better sleep patterns. And then she talked about a method of getting to sleep quickly. And I've heard this one before. And you're supposed to lay in bed and get comfortable, and then you breathe in and out a few times to reset yourself and focus on what you're trying to get done. And then you start with your toes, and you focus on relaxing different parts of your body one at a time. So you do your toes, and then you do the bottom of your feet, the top of your feet, your ankles, your calves, your shins, your knee, your hamstring, your thigh, quads.
You should stop. We should stop. You don't want to get any higher.
Well, well, Dad, you ruined the whole part, man.
No,
Because what happens is, and I've done this. I do this all the time.
Right. This is not confessional. You do not have to share all the things you've done. This is
well, and before you get, but with me, normally before I get to my knee, I'm sleeping. I'm out.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And it really works well. And they do something similar in the military academy, because sleep is such a valued thing, and you have so little time for it, that they teach the cadets how to relax and get to sleep quickly. And it works. And I still do it today. In fact, I still got the black, gold, and gray blanket that I had when I was in school.
What's black, gold, and gray? I'm sorry, I'm just jumping in.
That's our school colors.
Oh, yes. Yes. Of course you still have that. I just heard on the radio everybody saves that.
Yeah.
Everybody says what?
Saves.
Oh.
Save this. Oh. Uh-oh. Jeremy's no more procrastinating on the podcasting. No more. Is that a New Year's resolution, Jeremy? I think I'm hearing a New Year's resolution on there. I hijacked. Uh-oh.
What's oh?
Oh, I thought you froze. What are you looking at?
I'm tired of this crap not broadcasting to the channels it's supposed to be broadcasting.
I was just trying to fix that too. It's making me crabby.
Yeah, I'm beyond crabby for a number of reasons, but it's okay. It's okay.
No more crabbies. What else are you talking about? I jumped right in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know you're at the mercy of when the nurses can call you back. So I apologize for being late.
Bet you they don't know the relaxation steps.
No. Could tell you about my last appointment. That would make you not relax ever again. But not on live show.
What is wrong with you?
Well, where do I start? Right. Oh, I want me to start at my toes. I can start at my toes.
You know, I don't know how to address these when they happen, because last night, I think our show went 2.5 hours long.
Yep.
And I mean, we want to be respectful, and we know that we lose watchers, and that's fine. The message was that important. And the guest we had on last night was I'm just going to take it off and not worry about it. The guest we had on last night, including Dr. McCauley, who had to bug out early. And when I say that, I don't mean that with any disrespect, because we allow our guests, we have it set up. And again, I'm afraid, because I'm bouncing all over the place right now. I'm afraid if we told our guests commit for 2 hours, I think we'd lose some guests. But we get them on, and they enjoy, and they engage, and they are participating and stuff. And she gave us, as we got into the second hour, she told us she had to get out, and that's fine. I think our band members from The Resilient could have gone we got book deals in the process. We got music deals in the process. We got connections in the process.
Not just good music, but just darn good people.
Right.
I was really flabbergasted at how they are dealing with everything. And I'm not even talking about the injuries. I'm talking about all the other stuff.
Well, you know what? And that's something I do want to make it to. So 3 of the 3 of the 5 band members are combat wounded vets, and at one point or another, they all met at Walter Reed Military Hospital in Maryland. They not once did they, as a group or a conglomerate or a piece, did they bring to attention their injury, or their deficit. And again, I don't think any one of them believe that they're handicapped in any way, for the record.
Not a word they would use. No.
Yeah.
They would say they might be missing a limb, but they wouldn't call it a handicap at all.
No. The drummer is a triple amputee, both legs, right arm, and he plays the drums. And they've adapted. And again, I made a joke. I mean, everyone knows the classic group Def Leppard, the drummer who lost his arm and still continue. And I said, Def Leppard has nothing on you. And he minimized his injuries. And I'm like,
you talk about how amazing Rick is because he knows Rick. Yeah. 100%. That freaked me out. I was like, oh my gosh, he is giving Rick all the kudos and he, because it's not holding them back.
Well, Rick got his arm amputated because he was out drunk driving and over the top. I mean, our guest lost his limbs because he was in combat.
Yeah. So did you already talk about how that ties into the mindset of Dr. Janelle?
We haven't talked about any of that yet. We've just been kind of putzing around, doing our own thing.
I only got up to my thigh.
I was worried. It was going to go higher, and he was going to be not so relaxed. I just didn't want it to. I was panicking last night. Dr. McCauley said, you get up to the waist, and I'm like, there's stuff to do between point A and B.
I was talking about the mindset then of our band. I was watching Dr. McCauley, and I could tell on her face that she was kind of in awe of the things and the way the things were being said. The things that were being said and the way they were being said and the way that they've dealt. I have a feeling at this point in their lives, they would struggle more with what words they wanted to use in a song or what rip or what chord they want to use, way more than they're worried about, I need to get a new piece of equipment for my leg. You know what I mean? Like the way Timothy explained it all in the end. And I think he spoke for the others, and the others had their words as well, but it didn't create who he is, but he became who he is through the acceptance of and what his injuries are, but it doesn't define him. It's just part
I also really appreciated the way Nathan took steps to make sure that the other 2 band members were talked about.
Included his brother being one, and then I don't remember the other ones. And I did extensive research on them. I don't remember the other one's name. But yeah, how they are major, major parts of the band, and nothing happens without them.
It's for WeP3. I really personally believe it's a top 10 episode. And if you missed it, we'll get the link up here and put it on there. I really spent some time on it. And if you need to bounce around, and the music is amazing. The guests were amazing. Janelle, Dr. McCauley, comes in, and she is, first of all, she minimized her experiences in the military as well. Dr. Janelle McCauley is a retired U.S. Air Force lieutenant colonel, combat veteran, pilot, and leadership consultant, known for pioneering mindfulness as a performance strategy in the military. She's connected with Pete Carroll, NFL football coach, and Dr. Michael Gervais with Warriors Edge. She's in there. She's involved. She was 20 years. She has over 3,000 fly hours. Just amazing, amazing human. And again, the only guest we've ever had that has missed an episode, but made sure she had a replacement for missing her episode. She went through those steps. Now there's a whole nother conversation.
Days before as well.
Yeah.
Days before as well. Not the day before, not that afternoon,
Right.
but a week before. She had to take a flight and was afraid that she wouldn't be able to do a podcast from up in the air.
And so, I mean, again, the caliber of guests we get is amazing. The people that have their stories amazing. The fact that they saw and realized the purpose of the mission, just amazing. And it was an amazing evening of conversation, and people that could definitely be in a want situation. And I didn't hear anyone feeling sorry for themselves last night. Then there was the realness, and Nathan said, you know what? It was really crazy because the songs that we were playing last night, we had 3 songs, and the songs we played last night, the first one was Classified, and the song was about, the things that we hide. One of the comments we had later in the show is, do you create your content based around your military experience? If you sit and listen to Classified, you literally cannot tell that it's a veteran or a service-based song. Now, the reality is, because of where we're at and what we were doing, it was clear to the panel that it was, and based on that. But they could walk into any crowd, sing that song, and no. But Classified, then the next thing, Lost and Just Fine, which, again, a lot of our veterans like to use that vernacular, but came back, and then we're talking about how these nuances fit together and in the meaningful impact it has in the mindset. And Dr. Janelle is in it and excited and says, you're on my playlist, and going through. And I don't know, man. There's just nothing but positives about last night's show. And again, it's 2 hours and a half. And I messaged the people behind the scenes, and I said, hey, we've never, so since when we started the podcast, we committed to 1 hour. We found out some messages were bigger than others and that they needed to be heard. And so we let it trickle into 2 hours. That was the case last night. It was the case that so much of their story, so much of the impact, so much of the reality of their lives and their alive days was important to get out there, and how they got there. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, but it's because I can't get the right words out for what they did and how they did it, and just the impact their music also has and the message and story that it says. So, yeah, that's what we got. Got all kinds of other things going on.
What kind of other things? What do you got going on?
Well, I don't think the Bears wanted to play the Packers again. but then the other team turned around and lost too. So they both took a loss, and they're in the same place they were when the day started.
That's tough. That makes it awfully tough.
I doubt that's what they did, but if they were to do that, I'd probably never be a fan again. You don't run away from competition. I'm sure they didn't, but boy, they sure look like it in the replays from the first half. They were getting waxed.
Here's the deal. and I get it. I don't think they're running away from competition, but they're setting themselves up for success in the future. An example was the Packer-Viking game. Vikings are out. They can't do anything. They're out. The Packers are in. They're going to go to another game and maybe another game. Who knows? I have a hard time believing they're going to go all the way, but whatever. Well, they're going to be in the NFC playoffs. There's no reason for them to risk any injury to any of their players during that game. The other day, and I can't remember what team, one of the players got a concussion in pregame because it's just a freak accident. He's running across another guy's not paying attention, and they hit, and he's out for who knows how long. Stuff happens. And at the value of what these games cost and what they are paying these players, no one is going to jeopardize. That's why they don't do the Pro Bowl like they used to anymore.
Yeah, but that was kind of where I was going with the Bears. The Bears had all their starters. They played them through the entire game.
That's craziness.
And the Eagles, they lost to the Redskins because they didn't have a single starter playing.
Sure. That's
I don't know. It's like my mother-in-law says all the time, it's a different world.
It is a different world.
It is a different world. Everything's so not pre-planned, but predetermined almost, because I don't know.
Well, if I was a betting man, and I haven't been for decades, I would say Seattle and San Francisco will play again for the NFC Championship, and whoever wins that game, I think, will win the Super Bowl.
Ooh. Predictions by Frank the Myth.
Well, I mean, look at the AFC. You've actually got a team that's going into the playoffs with a losing record.
All right.
College football is better than that. You can't get a bowl game unless you have at least an even record of 500. I don't know.
It's the whole game. Did you see the call on the Colts receiver?
No.
The official called him for pass interference. I'd question it, but then the player he's John with the official. He doesn't seem like he's being inappropriate anyway, but the official ends up ejecting him because he said that he had made contact with him. And
did you fall down? Did you get bloodied? Put the hanky back in your pocket and let him
which is
finish
crazy because during the Minnesota game, during the first series,
yeah,
McCarthy gets a little jaw jacky, and the head official walks up to him and puts his hands on him and is holding him. That would be a fine if that was a player doing that to the official.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What else we got? Got anything else?
Hockey's going good.
Hockey's going good.
Hockey.
That's not
Yes. My librarian told me today 2 Wild players came out and said that they love to read. They did.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
How much did they pay them?
Maybe I should send them a book.
Yes, I think you should. I didn't get their names. I'm going to have to go look.
Well, that's helpful.
Well, I'm going to admit to you right here, Frank.
I just send a box to the wild team.
Yes.
Say, I don't know who was in the library and said they'd like to read, but pass these around to the players that can navigate English well.
Oh, it is Krill Cabra. I can't say it even when I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
You know, my second book's in Spanish too.
Capriz. I think he's. Yep, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. There you go. I don't.
No, I'm just an icon. I'm not a lord. That's still, I just can't wrap my head around that. That's, I think it's funny as hell.
What song you guys want to listen to?
The last one from last night.
The last
All
one.
in
all
love.
of them.
All right. If
Fall
you
in
get a
Love.
chance, go check out the People's Patriot Project YouTube channel and subscribe. If you get during the week, log into the WeP3 radio and listen to all of our musicians on there on the radio. I almost played Bastion again.
Oh, Bastion. Boop, boop.
It was Fall in Line. That's what I got to remember which song it was. This is The Resilient. Fall in Line.
Why do I feel this nagging at the corners of my mind? Like a clawing and scratching, trying to get into the blinds. Holding them back is taking all of my time. It's taking my time. Where am I going? Where do I come from? What am I feeling and why am I on the run? With a little knowledge, life loses all its fun. When you find what you need, just let me know. When you get what you want, come on, let it show. When you find what you need, just let me know. Just let me know. Just let me know. So which is the wrong and how to know the right? What is the value without any fight? Hide in the darkness, cower from the light. So many questions and so little time. Find your heart, stop waiting for a sign. What will you do when you're told to fall in line? When you find what you need, just let me know. When you get what you want, come on, let it show. When you find what you need, just let me know. Just let me know. When you find what you need, just let me know. When you get what you want, come on, let it show. When you find what you need, just